Welcome back. I'm Udar Pratap Singh. You're joining us on Newsx. Two crucial meetings are currently underway in New Delhi after his late announcement and Sonam Wangchuk breaking his fast. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is meeting with Union Cabinet Ministers currently to approve the final draft of an update bill against paper leaks. Yes, minutes away at the Constitution Club, Union Ministers JP Nadda and Dharmendra Pradhan are reportedly meeting with CJP representatives Saurav Das and Ashutosh Ranka to end the impasse at Jantar Mantar. This is the second meeting after government agreed to their demands of hosting it at a neutral venue. Let me quickly correct that. Union Ministers Jitendra Singh and JP Nadda meeting with CJP. Atul Ranjan is joining us for more on this story. Atul, these two crucial and parallel meetings underway currently. One, the Union Cabinet meeting. What is on the agenda of that? When did it begin? And where is it being held? And two, the meeting of Union Government representatives and CJP representatives. Where is that happening? Has that begun? And what is on the agenda? Atul, talk us through these two parallel meetings, which the entire country has their eyes on.
Well, certainly, two very key important meetings are underway right now in the national capital, and all eyes are on those meetings of the entire nation because the protest protest is happening across the country in several districts, also apart from New Delhi. Uday, can you hear me?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, obviously, two very crucial meetings that is underway in the national capital, and all eyes are on those meetings. Number one meeting is happening in the parliament itself, where Prime Minister Modi is chairing a meeting of his cabinet, where the cabinet and the Prime Minister Modi would obviously, discuss the framework and the changes and the amendments that is supposed to be made in the pre-existing, the 2024 Prevention of Paper Leak, act that was enacted in 2024. That act is particularly being discussed at this meeting. How to give more teeth, how to give, add more strength to that law in order to curb paper leaks in the future. That is something which is on agenda, and the government is quite keen to strengthen the existing law in order to, give a signal to the students that the government is quite receptive to their issues, to their concerns, and that is why the law has been, strengthened further to curb and deter any such future events and any such, men or women who are involved in such incidents in the future as well. So certainly government is quite keen to give a message out that. Number two is the meeting that is happening at the Constitution Club of India, which was scheduled at about 12:30, but it got delayed by half an hour. But that meeting is also underway, and CJP leadership, including Ashutosh Ranka and Saurav Das, are there at the Constitution Club of India, where they are meeting JP Nadda, the health minister, as well as Nadda's cabinet colleague Jitendra Singh is also along with him. Now, this meeting is particularly crucial because after Sonam Wangchuk sort of climbed down when he was ending his indefinite fast, he clearly used the word of consideration, that the government has promised to consider fixing accountability and consider resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan. So he has climbed down to the word consideration, certainly. But the BJP and Abhijit Dipki continue to maintain that the protest would only end when Dharmendra Pradhan, the education minister, resigns. So certainly there is a divergence when it comes to Sonam Wangchuk and CJP on education minister's resignation, and that is only the last probably sticking point, because CJP earlier welcomed the fact that the government has agreed on two of the points. 3 out of the 3 core demands, the 2 demands have been in a way agreed by the government. Number one being the providing compensation to the families who lost their kid because of the NEET distress. Number two, not proceeding with any FIRs in the protest march that was organized on July the 20th, on the Monday. That is something which the government has agreed on. Now, the third and the biggest sticking point, obviously, which has been led to a stalemate between the protesters and the government, is the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan. Now, what we're learning is that government is not really inclined to agree to this demand. They're not willing to budge. but so is the CJP, who are adamant, who feel that the ball is obviously in the government's court now, but the momentum is with them, given the fact that how the massive numbers that have showed up at Jantar Mantar and the sympathy that the protesters are getting, that is giving confidence to the CJP leadership, and that's why they're quite adamant to get the resignation of Pradhan, the education minister. So we'll have to see how does that play out. Will the government agree, or is there a solution? Is there a compromise? Is there a discussion that happens, and a new solution is something which is which comes out of this is something to look forward to. Meanwhile, the protesters are also closely tracking what happens in this meeting as well.
All right, stay with us. In fact, more guests, in fact, are also joining us now. Sajjad